What's going on, guys? So, no intro music today. Got a little bit of a late start. Been going through some hell this weekend. Seems like Rambo's been going through the same kind of hell this weekend, and Shane just got done changing a tire in 120-degree weather.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
Fucking 120? That's like shade around here.
A shade.
You son of a bitch.
Man, oh man.
It was so hot that when I got back to my car after getting the tire, the jack, like when I pulled it out from underneath the car, had left large indents in the blacktop parking lot. It just straight like melted.
Guys, it is 10 o'clock p.m. Arizona time right now. It's 4 after 10 to be a little bit more precise. Yeah, it's I had a family member get into a car wreck, and she's been in the ICU for like the last like 3 days now. So we're trying to make preparations to go up and see her and see how she's doing, and I've had to miss work because of it. So I'm like third day.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those situations when the person starts becoming a better person, and then that shit happens to them. You know what I mean? It really sucks to see them to like become better with family and stuff, and then out of the fucking blue, she flips her fucking car. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's pretty bad. She I guess when she was driving, she ended up getting into like the wrong lane, I guess, and she was talking to her daughter and on the Bluetooth in the car where where you can talk through the speakers and stuff. So, and like Val's sister was saying like her mom had said that she didn't realize, like she like all of a sudden had dementia almost, like she didn't realize where she was at, and then shortly after that she rolls the car. So. And they had to get the jaws of life out there after her to pull her out of the car. They airlifted her to Vegas, and she's been in ICU the whole time. So we're gonna go up there and see her tomorrow, and hope she gets better. From what I understand, she can't even talk right now. It's pretty bad.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. Like I said, it's what sucks even more is when you see somebody change the way they think for their own betterment. And the way they start accepting people around them, and then all of a sudden something bad like that happens. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, really? I couldn't have done this when they were being assholes?
Can't win for losing, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It might not be her fault, though, that she was in a wreck. I mean, I learned today that the road could have melted, and that could have been the cause. I don't know.
You're right, though. I mean, look at what you had to go through today. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, the indent from the jack alone is ridiculous. Oh, man.
Yeah, we've had days in Oklahoma like that where I've changed the tire and I actually had to like kick the damn jack like out of the blacktop because it melted into the fucking blacktop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I had to like you had to move the car just to get the jack, like because you couldn't, like it was stuck there. It was like, all right, well the jack has become part of the road now, so.
Well, see, guys. I'm not gonna share too much, but she is on some pretty heavy meds, and I think that had a lot to do with it. I don't think it was just that she was, she kind of missed where she was going. I think some of the meds that these doctors have her on out here kind of screwed her up.
Oh yeah, I mean, doctors want to give you that shit. That's how they make their money. So.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I saw pictures of her, dude. It's not good. Really sad to look at, yeah. And to make matters worse, like the reporting, I guess their news station out here, that sent out reporters, like these people don't know how to fucking spell or leave a good descriptive at all. Like when they were describing the town in which McCormick was near, they couldn't even spell Laughlin right. They spelled it Laughlin.
It's just laugh. Yeah, it's Laughlin, L-I-N. It's not that hard.
They put ing on it. They described. They gave the right color, but gave them the wrong vehicle. So like Val was freaking out. She wasn't sure what the hell was going on. she had to go through like hoops to find out if it was really her or not, and we found out it was her. And she was way past her mark. Like she was almost on their way to Bullhead. That's how far up she went. That's yeah, dude. Like from where she was going. Okay, she was going to get her husband a Diet Pepsi or whatever from fucking Sonic, right? And the Sonic where she lives at is right across the street from her. She was completely almost northbound by the hills by that time, and she doesn't even remember how she got there at all. She doesn't remember anything. I'm like, how the fuck?
Has there ever been a case of like just weird, like not really like dementia or amnesia like that, but like a sudden case of an amnesia to where like you don't really like have a blackout state? I don't know.
It's called onset dementia, where it's temporary.
Yeah, it's a temporary.
I know it like. Okay, so because I know it happens to me like whenever like I have like my blackout seizures to where I can go from point A to point B and don't remember anything in between. Like it.
Yeah.
Like I've gone shopping and I've been in like a store with my wife, and then we got to another store, and I'm all of a sudden like I guess I come out of it and I don't know how I got there. My wife is she's the one who led me there, but I wonder how that works with that. So how old is she?
She's in her she's early 50s. Like she's like just turned 50, I believe.
Okay, so I mean it could be like an early onset.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It really is. It's what I was thinking. But I saw the pictures of her. It was heartbreaking to look at. And Val, she's been telling me, you should call out. We need to go. And I'm like, all right. So I've been calling out, and she's too scared to go now. So it's like, she doesn't know. Like emotionally, she's pretty distraught even to this day. Like I've tried to make her laugh. I tried to calm her down, and she's even in there right now depressed. So it's been a depressing weekend. It's been like all 3 or 4 days has been just depression. So
I can imagine, man.
And driving in Vegas, and one of the things that she really feels bad about is like she hates driving in Vegas. Like, dude, the traffic in Vegas is terrible. Like it is fucking cancer. And having to drive through there just to get to the UMC or whatever, it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
So Rambo, on a lighter note, when you buy like Xboxes next time, you could just tell people I blacked out, and when I woke up, I had all these Xboxes. I mean,
there you go.
I don't know what happened. Don't know what the fuck.
I don't know how this Xbox One X got into my bedroom, my kid's bedroom. I don't know how it got into my living room.
I got 6 of these motherfuckers. What did I do?
Well, see, I've already started like thinking. There's a possibility I might get an Xbox One X for me and my son. Well, I'm gonna get one for me.
Does your son want one?
Like I mean, he has some friends that ask him to play games on Xbox.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have one, so I mean, he doesn't really like particularly like care for Xbox, the games there.
Yeah.
But he'll play on there like with his friends. So I mean, I figured if I'm gonna get him one, why not get him because I'm gonna get him the 4K TV too. So.
Right.
Why not get him in the actual good one?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let me grab a drink.
Or you get so do you figure out which 4K you're gonna get?
I have not, because I mean they come out like I probably won't be getting one for maybe a couple of months or whatever, but they come out with some new ones like I don't know when the next.
It's like every 6 months is when they release a new model.
I'm gonna be looking for it.
I will just say I would just say this: don't spend any more than like $800 for it, because you can get them with the HDR2 in it. Yeah, don't spend more than $800 on it. Yeah, because a lot of the
me.
Bro, well, I'm saying like if you do, I'm just saying if you do, make sure it's OLED or AMOLED. Don't get the basic LED for like $1,200 like all these other suckers do.
Oh, I definitely want the OLED or the AMOLED. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the very least, if you can't get that, get the quantum dot between LG and or Samsung. That's actually just as good.
Samsung's done a pretty good job with that quantum dot type.
Dude, that quantum dot looks amazing. Like I can't believe how good it looks.
I want that new Sony one though, that A12E.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one you were showing me, right? It's like it was like 1,300 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have speakers. Like the screen actually vibrates. So it's like, I don't know. It's like a 1,000 watts.
Yeah.
It's like 1,000 watts. 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 It's like
Yeah, the audio is transferred underneath the LED screen. I remember that. LG's
Yeah,
got one
somehow
too.
like
Yeah.
somehow in the screen vibrates it. Like I get what the sound actually is vibrations, but somehow I guess the screen can vibrate enough to where it like differentiates tone and everything, which is
It
I
differentiates.
think it
It
would just be cool
differentiate.
just to see.
Well, it differentiates tone, but it also provides what they call what is it? What the hell is it called? Oh, positional audio. So like it'd be like having virtual surround, but better. I guess it's like better than
Yeah,
virtual surround. And you're supposed to be able to get sounds thrown to the other parts of the room, so it feels like there's other speakers and shit coming in behind you.
that'd be pretty cool.
I've got people that have them that I know that say that they're pretty amazing. Like,
Well,
I think that's cool. So I probably,
one thing that
if I could afford it, I'd get one. Shit.
one thing that pisses me off about these fucking 4K TVs or even the HD TVs for the most part, the screens got bigger and the edges got smaller.
Yeah.
So they kept putting the speakers in the back, and fuck, you have to turn the damn if you don't have it up against a wall, like directly to where it's gonna bounce straight off back to you. You have to have it turned up so fucking loud.
Yeah.
And you're like blaring. I mean, the people behind your fucking TV that are just walking around or whatever, they're like deaf and they have to wear earmuffs around the house. Like,
right. Well, you know,
I need
you know,
something where the sound comes forward.
well, the cool thing is though is like my TV, the new one I just got, and I didn't know this, but my old one has it too. You could do Bluetooth headphones to it. So like if everybody's asleep in the house, I mean everybody's gonna sleep, and you want to watch something, you don't want to wake anybody up. There you go, man.
Yeah, that might be an actual idea because I mean, the only problem is I found if I actually wear headphones and I watch TV because I've tried that like with my we're sitting at my desk with for watching I guess Netflix or whatever through
Yeah. Right.
my PlayStation, and I found that I never fucking get tired. I mean, I
Really?
get like it's almost like yeah, because like I'm in the fucking movie theater the whole fucking time or whatever, and I'm just like okay, whatever, just keep on playing because
Right.
I never if I go to the movie theater I can't sleep, man. I can I don't I might everybody else I know falls asleep, but I can seriously work all fucking day long, go watch 7 movies, at the movie theater and be like, all right, let's go watch another one, and everybody else be like passed out to the third one.
Right. It's like Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I love the sound like right in my ears. Only on movies because music just fucking drives me fucking nuts.
What?
I don't listen to music, man.
What? You don't like music at all?
I don't listen to it. No.
Oh, I love music, bro.
I haven't listened to it probably in probably a couple of years. I mean,
what a time for you to come back, Shane! Right as you or one number if it's one thing above video games, Rambo is like me and Shane love music. Like we listen to music all the time. So.
Well,
you have kids. How do you drown the noise out?
Well, I mean, obviously, like if the kids are actually, even with the kids in the car on the long road trip, we barely listen to the radio just because I hate it so much. So they have their own little, I give them like a phone, a Vita, whatever the hell mobile gaming device, and they can just game and do whatever.
What about your wife?
Wi-Fi. My car, my wife drives, so she just drives. And then like my car has Wi-Fi, its own Wi-Fi. So the kids like connect to their thing and watch Netflix and shit like that while we're driving.
Yeah.
But your wife doesn't like music either?
Oh, she loves it. She just knows that I can't stand it. It's just fucking like there's so much like today's music. I love now. Wait, I'll listen to old music. But today's music is just nothing but fucking gibberish.
Right.
Like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, I can't handle today's music.
Well, I mean, I don't really listen to, I guess, today's music either.
Hell no, we don't.
I still listen to a lot of other music. I mean,
well, I mean, I'll listen to like on the road. I'll listen to, if we like, but the kids. I mean, obviously, the kids aren't really into like Boys to Men and Guns N' Roses and the 80s and 90s shit, like or early 90s, I should say. So I mean, like we listen to like that every once in a while, like on the road trips. But for the most, like if we're in the city, we don't turn the fucking radio on.
Yeah.
And if we're on a road trip, it'll be our old, like the oldies back, back when music was actually good.
Yeah.
And after that, whether the kids start getting irritated, we turn it off and just watch the road.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll trade you cars because the stereo in my van does not work because I don't want to take it out to get the code off the back. So you can have my car, and I'll take your Wi-Fi and yours.
Well, the Wi-Fi is like a must because, like, I mean, I gotta constantly keep up with my Twitter.
Damn.
Bro, I could not have my phone Bluetoothed to my car, especially with how, like, all of our Twitters blow up throughout the day. I mean, I wake up and it's seriously like over 200 notifications, and it's usually mentions because I got tagged into a shit post between you and like some fantard. So like,
oh, there was people today that they God, people are just like, apparently if you buy a console and you play games and that's all you do, okay, like not saying that's all you do in your life, but that's all you do with that console. You don't really interact with anybody. You just bought it to play games. Apparently, you are now a member of whatever console you have's community. And I'm like, that's not how that shit works.
Wow, because if that was the case, Rambo, you would be a Legion member. I would be a Legion member. Yeah. Shane would be a Legion member. We'd be
simply because I bought a PlayStation and play games. Yeah, exactly.
We'd be a part of the BGST group. We'd be
fuck that.
Oh my god.
That's fucking stupid. I was like if like when we talk about, like, anybody on the online talks about the Xbox community, we're talking about, like, obviously the
retards of the groups.
Media community, the social media community,
Yeah.
As the audience is saying, excuse me?
Yeah, no kidding. That's what I was kind of like. I was like, what the hell? Because he tried to say, if you move into an apartment building, but you don't talk to any of your neighbors and you don't really see anybody and you just stay inside your apartment, aren't you a part of that community? And I'm like, no.
Fuck no.
You're just a fucking resident. That's all you are.
Right? That's exactly how I've always looked at it. In other words, if somebody gets their leg bit off by a fucking rampant tiger and they were dumb enough to own one, and I'm a cat enthusiast, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be supportive of that guy owning a fucking tiger. You know?
What one guy replied back to him and said, like, just because I bought a car doesn't mean I'm part of the car community. I was like, exactly. I was like, that doesn't, I mean, fuck's sake. Like, just because you buy something and use it, it'll make you part of the community. Now, if you actually go actively and seek out the community, sure, but come on, man. Like, you can't. They're trying to make the Xbox community look like that it's not as bad as it is, but
I really hate to tell them that's not how this works.
No, I'm like, you can't just, like, all of a sudden incorporate all 30 million people into the Xbox community, because I 26 million of those fucking 30 million don't interact with anybody.
It's just like the PC Master Race shit. Everybody thinks that because you're a PC gamer, you automatically tote the PC Master Race bullshit. It's like, no, that's not how this works.
That's a good example. I think everyone will understand. If you have a PC and you have solitaire on the shit, does that make you a part of the PC gaming community? No.
No. I mean, it's just so fucking ignorant. Like that. Like they want to, like, try to push the narrative that when people talk about the Xbox community, that they're demonizing, like, all these people that aren't, I'm like going, but these people aren't even saying anything. They're not even talking to you, like the actual Xbox fanboys. They're not talking to anybody because they're just buying their fucking Call of Duty and just playing that with their friends and not really associating with the community at all. And they're like, well, that's still part of the community. Like, no, it's not, man. Like, you don't just go buy something and all of a sudden you become part of this large community you know nothing about.
Real quick, I just gotta say hi to somebody. Hypocritical Harambe! Welcome back, dude. It's been a while. Sorry, I had to get that out there. I saw him.
No, you're fine. It'd be like since we're white, apparently we belong to like the KKK because
oh, to a lot of racists of the opposite.
Well, yeah, I
mean,
yeah, we're not gonna go there on that part, but yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I just these people, man.
Like, where do they get these ideas from? Like, I want to know.
I don't,
like, where do these ideas come from in their brains? They're just like, this sounds like it would be correct, so we're just gonna go ahead and say it and see how many suckers believe us. And as soon as they say it, and they get a whole lot of support for it, they're like, "Yep, we were right. We called it." You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, and of course it's like they get support from their own echo chamber, and once they reach out past that echo chamber or get whatever, they're like, what's all this negativity like that? Like, no, like you're wrong. Look at all these people that agree. I'm like, no, fucker. It's like because you talk to everybody that's fucking just like you.
Right. I know. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, Peter. I know. Kotaku simply thinks that they like to skew their numbers of gamers by adding in all the fucking Candy Crush players.
Oh
like,
boy.
Fuck.
Candy. Oh jeez.
I guarantee you, anybody, you just like if you, I mean. Like Kotaku probably could have done if they actually talked to any of those people that you know just play Candy Crush and said, "Hey, do you consider yourself a gamer?" They'd be like, "No, I just play this to pass time." You know, like come on, man. Like they do it whatever they need to do to spin a narrative. And the gaming community, I guess, really isn't no different than the political community. It's just the topics are different.
Right. Linux master race.
I just want to find a community, whether it be gaming or political or whatever, to where just like the majority aren't fucking idiots that you talk to.
It's funny. Me and Kira were talking about this today. We were hanging out, and I was telling her, I'm like, it's nice having somebody that lives with you that has the complete opposite ideologies as you, but both of you are practically saying the same thing, just coming from different point of views. I mean, I was telling her, I'm like, I think it's really sad. Like, and especially with our generation. I thought, if anything, our generation would have like stomped this out, but everybody's so goddamn scared of diversity. Yeah. Like, they're so scared of diversity. They are fucking deathly afraid to diversify their own train of thought. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be a part of a generation that was like that. I always kind of figured our generation would have came out ahead of that and been stomping those motherfuckers into the ground, but no, it just turns out it's quite the opposite. Well, because like
our generation, our generation joined in and cheered them on.
Exactly, and that's what fucking sucks, dude.
You got to look at who raised our generation. Now, I know there are rare exceptions to the rule. Some people had the white picket fence childhood, but a lot of people didn't. Right. Look at who raised our fucking generation.
Yeah, I know.
The baby boomers.
You're right. I mean, they came from hippie families. They were hippies themselves. But even then, though, like the hippies back in those days, I feel from what I've seen, had a little bit more of a grip as to what they were fighting for versus, well, their offspring. They're like, their offspring don't know what the fuck they want. They get it, and then they complain about it. And it's like, well, what the fuck do you want? Like, do you want freedoms? Do you want equality? Do you want a better fucking justice system? Do you want true equal rights amongst everybody to where biased opinions based on sexualization and gender politics could no longer be a thing? Do you want all that? Because if that's what you want, then that means we all want the same thing. It's just we're all fucking bringing what we want personally first above what I think would be better for everybody else. And I think that's where all the problems come from.
Exactly. Parents from our, generation went from counting grams of cocaine to grams of fat. I mean, so it is what it is.
Well, I can tell you, there was a tweet that came out. Apparently, there's some woman reporter from some other country or whatever. I think she's from another country. It was kind of hard to hear the audio.
Yeah.
But they were all interviewing the president. I guess he was at his Oval Office at his desk, and during the middle of the thing, he called her over and like singled her out, called her over, and like wanted to talk to her. And it's like, I hear you have a really pretty smile, and he kind of laughed. He goes, "I bet she treats you right." And I don't know who he was talking to in the crowd. I don't know if she came with a person or whatever. I don't know if she was like talking. He was talking to her other person. And then he said, come on, you need to go over here and get her in the whole shot because she's a beautiful woman. You know, you need to make sure that she's in the whole shot. And people fucking flip the fuck out, talking about the sexual harassment and that's fucking creepy. And I'm like, since when did fucking complimenting a woman become fucking sexual harassment? Well, it's a coworker. Would you do that? I'm like, well, yeah. I was like, it's not really harassment unless I say, my God, you're looking pretty. You want to like hit the bed? You know, like, come on now. Or, you know, if I'm telling her she's looking pretty every fucking day, then maybe it might constitute as harassment. But simply one time, it's just a fucking compliment. And these people were like my age, like arguing this, like, and this guy, he looked like a manny, like where he basically all he did is basically just take care of kids all day, stay at home dad. Not saying anything wrong with him, but like he's never worked a day in his life. He just like grew up raising kids and just basically that's what his looks were.
Yeah.
And he told me that if he saw me and I said something to his wife that she was beautiful, he'd punch me or there would be blood or whatever. And I retweeted a picture of him. I was like, somehow I highly doubt that. Like, I don't think you've seen a fist a day in your life, and I don't think that you really are like would be anything to like come up and punch somebody.
Yo, like,
but, I mean, if you're feeling froggy, do it. I mean,
like, seriously though, like I have like, dude, like, oh my fucking God, these men are fucking idiots. That's how you know they're fucking beta cucks. Like, they want to act tougher than they really are. Like, I am so comfortable with my woman, dude. I've had guys stare my woman down as I walk past her with on my shoulder. You know how that made me feel? It made me feel like $1 million fucking dollars. I'm like, that's right, guys. That shit is mine.
They asked me that. They said, well, what would you do if somebody that your wife's boss did that to you? And I did that to her, and I was like, I'd be like happy. I was like, I'm glad some other guy noticed how beautiful my wife is.
However, though, that shit does get taken too far. Like, for example, just the other day, when my wife went to work, some drunk dude came up and grabbed her ass. That's over the line.
Yeah, grabbing. That's a whole nother. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
That is. But just simply, if some guy came into your wife's work and told her that she was pretty or beautiful, or that she had a nice smile, is that going to bother you?
No, actually, her first few days on the job, they have a regular customer that goes into the Family Dollar, and his first words when he saw my wife is, "You're fucking beautiful." He said it out loud, and that didn't bother me.
Well, no, it's like, I mean, that doesn't mean you're like the dude's gonna do something to your wife.
Right. Like, to me, like, that's a compliment to me too. Like, I'm just like, yeah, that's right, man. I got that shit.
Yeah. I go on about my day, man. Like,
dude, I've smacked my woman's ass like when they're looking at her. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bam! Ugh. She's like, wow, what was that for? I'm like, oh, some guy was staring at your ass. I wanted to, you know, make him jealous.
It's just I don't know, these beta males, man. Like they've taken the fuck over, like, or at least they've taken over the social media space. I don't think they've ever taken over anything like in the actual physical world, because I don't think they'd be. As soon as you like yell boo at them, they'd run.
Oh, I'm right back.
All right, man. You know what I think it is, dude. I think like all it is it's virtue signaling, dude. That's all this is. This doesn't have any real effect against someone's own mentality when they see somebody else getting complimented or anything. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to virtue signal themselves into the limelight so that way they get attention, and that's all this is.
Yep. And I think a lot of it is, I mean, if you notice the women that were like had this problem with this, they were all fucking ugly ass women, like normal, like stereotypical feminists. And I'm like going, I see what the problem is. It's like, y'all are just fucking jealous if somebody noticed a beautiful woman and they haven't ever noticed you.
Right? Or let alone, they don't have the balls to say what you would say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they probably are single themselves, and so they're trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho when there's no hoe to be saved. They're trying to create a situation to make themselves look good. That's all this is.
Oh, and somebody, like this guy that said that he would, like, punch people or whatever like that, punch me or whatever. One of his pinned tweets were, when handicap became disabled, something about, you know, that was because of a reason. Now disabled is I guess a bad thing, and that like you shouldn't be calling people disabled. And this motherfucker is like completely able-bodied, and I'm like thinking, who the fuck are you to tell like people what they should call
Anybody,
me and what they shouldn't
anything,
call me?
yeah, right?
I'm like,
You don't see
I'm
a
the one
white
that's
guy
fucking
telling you what to call black people. I mean,
no, and I'm like, I'm the one that's fucking disabled, and I ain't got no problem if somebody says, "Oh, you're disabled." Yeah, fuck it, it doesn't mean anything. I don't sit there and like
I have a problem with it.
No, but these people identify so much with fucking words.
I tell people that, yeah, but I identify as a superhero. So what now?
Yeah, I'm like going, do anybody like actually besides these people like see a word and they like attach themselves to a word?
Yes, that's exactly where all this stems from.
I don't understand like
they use these words as personal. They use these words as personal identifiers to justify fucking virtue signaling, dude. Everything comes down to making yourself look better than another person. Simple. That's all it is. And when they get called out on it, it's, oh, you are bullying me. Oh my gosh, I need a safe space. Your followers are attacking me. Even though it's probably our followers that are calling you out on your shit, and we're not even saying anything to you. But hey, you know, I mean, social media, I guess, is a one-lane train, right? That's what.
Oh, it always is. Yeah, I mean,
that's what that one retard with that looks like he has shitlocks was saying. Remember? I just stay in my lane. Nobody needs to fuck with me. I just stay in my lane. Oh, shut
and Peter, yes, that's exactly what he wanted handicapped or disabled people to be called, is handicapable. And I'm like, the fuck does that even mean? Like, I don't let the term disabled or handicapped or whatever stop me from doing anything that I want to do, besides the fact that, I mean, what I'm actually physically unable to do.
No, Storm, that is not sexual harassment. In fact, I kind of find that flattering.
I've done YouTube videos with my wife before, Storm, and one of the comments was, "Can I split your wife in half with my dick?" It didn't offend me at all.
Well, then again, I mean, look at our subscribers. I mean, we surround ourselves by our subs, so.
No, this was like 5 years ago. So.
Wait, that was on a stream, wasn't it?
No, it was a video of on like 2 channels I had ago of what she thought of DLC, because she always bitched when I bought Call of Duty map packs. She's like, it's the same shit. So I decided to talk to her about DLC on camera.
Can I split your life in two?
One thing that's actually happening, and sorry guys if y'all are hearing my car dinging or whatever, it's just that I'm
put your seatbelt on, Rambo.
But there is basically a Gamergate 2.0 type thing happening right now, and it's related to actually again Anita Sarkeesian, in which that there's video. I don't know if y'all have seen what she did to Sargon of Akkad.
Yep.
At VidCon. There's clear.
Philip DeFranco's got a good clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's clear evidence that she broke the rules, and VidCon creators sided with her and said she must have felt threatened. And they actually, Polygon wrote a piece about how she was terrorized and harassed at VidCon, even though there was nobody that did anything to her.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically what Gamergate was about in the very beginning, except this, you know, games journalism. But Polygon technically is a games journalist, and their unethical practices. And VidCon has like they're having complete unethical practices here. They're giving favoritism to Anita. It's just so. I mean, hopefully it doesn't get into Gamergate 2.0, because I really don't want to.
I'm not even gonna deal with it, dude. I'm not even getting involved. I'm not gonna get involved.
No, because too many people. I mean, if you were guaranteed to be involved, and it would only be the people fighting for the cause to be involved, then maybe. But whenever so many other people hijack it for their own personal
gain,
and that's whenever it becomes a problem. And that's what, and all of a sudden, like they quit focusing on the actual reason for Gamergate and focused on all the trolls using it for their own personal pleasure, and said that's what Gamergate was about. When it's, I mean, they completely derailed the message, and the media was able to do it because they're the ones who control the narrative.
See, my thing was, like, I know we go back and forth with a lot of our community members here. I know what I just said about Zaire probably wasn't cool, but, you know, I hate his channel. I hate his content. I don't watch him. You know what I mean? But the moment he starts getting, and people like him, us, when we get dragged into something that we didn't even know about, and we're told that because we play games, we're loser pieces of shit, human beings, that's where I step up. Because just because I'm going back and forth with my fellow gamers here doesn't mean it's okay for someone out of the blue just to fucking put gamers as a whole inside of a category and then shit on us when we had nothing to do with their blight whatsoever. Nothing. And that's what happened the first time around. And that's why I was so active in it. And that's the only way I'll ever be active again, is if I see something to where, you know, me, you, and Shane are involved with something and we had no idea what the fuck is going on, and we're getting dragged into some bullshit that we had nothing to do with, then yeah, I'm going to speak up. Because it's not right. I mean, I don't care. I guess it's one of those things, like, it's okay to bash each other, but once you start bashing on the group as a whole, that's when, like, everybody stops bashing on each other, and we start to focus on the problem that really, you know, helps prolong the mess that currently is the YouTube gaming community. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's kind of what happened last time, too. Like, a lot of people that had beef with each other actually set aside and came together and tried to help one another. And that's just, it's going to happen again. You know, it's going to happen again. She's going to open her mouth, and she's going to open up a floodgate that she's not going to be able to close for at least another 2 to 3 years, just like last time.
Yeah, and then of course the alt-right or whatever is going to try to take over the hashtag just for their own little.
Get a Patreon, guys. Let's get paid for this.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Seth Arnaud. I don't know. He asked if we can talk about our opinions on asexuality.
Asexuality? There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know if it even exists. I don't. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to call yourself asexual, I mean that's.
I've got a few friends. No, I got a few friends that actually like consider themselves that because they don't really care about either one of the other sexes. Like it's whoever.
Metrox is probably one.
Yeah, Metrox is probably one. He just doesn't know. I have one friend that he just didn't have a sexual drive. Like his sexual drive, I mean, it's there, but it's not in the same purview as ours, I guess. Like out, I don't know how to explain this. So he could care less whether it's a boy or girl. He'd still fall in love with that person, fuck that person. It doesn't matter. Is what I'm trying to say.
But to me, that's kind of like bisexual. That you kind of like are just both back and forth. I mean, to me, asexual is like the definition of asexual, like where you don't need the opposite sex to reproduce. And
well, that's because if you're using it through like the biology term of like, well, that's yeah. But when you're talking about
like pansexual, it doesn't really make sense, Rambo.
There you go.
T-foul language.
Yo, nigga, what about that cast iron?
I mean, if people want to like identify with that, I don't care. Like, but I just I feel like when I start to care is when they start like asking for special privileges or special like let me be able to put this on my license and shit like that.
When they want to be quote unquote normal.
I just don't think that like you should start like the whole like some people like where some states where they allow like gender X.
Oh yeah, on their license, which is stupid. I think that's so stupid.
I think California.
I think that those would be like the asexuals would be like in that category. I think that's whenever I start having a problem with it because like you're ignoring like actual biological facts to please somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
And like I that's where I think I draw the line. I don't give a shit like if you like all day long if you call yourself an asexual. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you call like whatever you call yourself. But whenever you start trying to get laws changed and shit like that based on your own pretend world or whatever that you're doing, then that's whenever I seem to have a problem with it.
Right.
Yeah, I know someone like that where he's really like in love with his girlfriend and enjoys her company, but wants nothing to do with anyone sexually and actually makes the sacrifice for himself and has sex with his girlfriend just so she stays around.
You do?
Yeah, he's related to me.
Oh.
I'll let you know about it later.
Restless. asexual without sexual feelings or associations. I think. I mean, I don't think there's enough people out there like that to be able to label them as like a category like asexual.
Yeah.
I think that like they're more of like the exception rather than the rule. So like you can't start like creating things because of the exceptions. You have to like follow the actual rule. And that's the reason why I think that I would. I mean, like I said, I don't give a shit if like you wanted, if you have that, you know, whatever, and you call yourself that. That doesn't bother me. Like when you start trying to make rules and laws passed on the exceptions rather than the rule, then that's when it starts bothering me. Other than that, I don't give a fuck.
Let's call that something. Let's make a term for that. Let's call that snowflakeism. Eh? Snowflakeism? Yeah. It's an ism. Think about it. Good, yeah. I mean, they want special. Yeah. They want special treatment, right? They want special treatment. They want things granted to them that isn't granted to anybody else. And if they don't get it, what do? They raise fucking hell, right? Like, they literally do. Yeah. They get upset. They get pissed. They get fucking angry. I mean,
You know what? No joke. If you're a cisgendered straight person or whatever, like nowadays, today, you're at the bottom of the food chain. You're discriminated against. I'm not even joking.
No, you're right.
But the thing is, we're not even fighting for like you know what I mean.
But that's the difference.
Yeah, no, like that's the difference. Like we're it's not like we're out there like going, oh my God, you're oppressing me. No, we're just like saying just. Like, that's because do whatever you want to do. Just quit trying to pass laws on this fucking shit.
The second we stand up for it, we're discriminating, and everyone starts chanting civil rights and all that bullshit. Yeah. It's just not worth it.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about civil rights. I mean, think about that. Civil rights. Do I even need to like elaborate on this? I think we all know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I think yeah.
So, like, we're gonna go ahead and fight for sexual gentrifications over in our government to appease their civil rights, but fuck anybody else that is of the opposite. Like, really? That's where we're at nowadays? Fuck everybody else's civil rights. As long as mine come first, I don't care. Like, that's exactly what's going on today. It's really sad.
Yeah, the one difference between the civil rights movement and their civil rights, this new civil rights movement, is that they actually cared about human rights back then. Now they just don't give a shit. They only give a shit about their own rights.
Yep.
And I'm all for being equal and shit, but like, I don't believe that like you should pass laws and everything to like even like the trans community. They make up not even 1% of the United States population. Not even 1%.
Yeah.
There's no reason why laws or anything should be ever changed for I mean, that's not even a minority. That's like not even worth talking about. It just, to me, it just blows my mind that we're like having this huge civil rights debate over like trans people, and I'm like going, y'all make up like fucking 3 people of the United States. Like,
I know.
Nobody's fucking talking about y'all.
But see, that's why I can identify as a superhero. Like, so
yeah,
it works for me.
Thankfully to them, we can all now be a superheroes and whatever the hell we want to be. We need to go down and fight for our Department of Public Safety to see if we can actually put like Superman and Batman on our license. So we got Superman in the driver. Yeah,
so that's with pansexual,
yes.
Like, all right, now follow me here. In Player Unknown Battlegrounds, right? You can get a frying pan as a weapon. It's a bare cast iron pan. Is that considered nudity in that sexuality? No. You guys following me on this?
Yeah. God bless.
That has to be sexist because you're using it to deflect bullets and beat people in the head with, right? That's not good.
Yeah, because it's being shot and everything. It's being victimized.
So next time you pick up a frying pan, think of others.
I've never. Pan, the term pansexual is for people that don't want to come out and say, "Hey, I'm gay" or bisexual. So they developed a new term so that way they don't have to look like they're weird. But I'm like, going, you just made yourself look even more fucking weird.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Like my ex sister-in-law, my wife's ex sister-in-law actually. She was married to my wife's brother for I think 15 years, and then they divorced, and she dated a black guy, and then like all of a sudden now she's like with a black woman. Like kind of looks like a black guy. But she's like, I'm pansexual. I'm like, no, bitch, you're fucking lesbian. Like, just like quit trying to like make it look classy or whatever. Like, you're just a fucking lesbian.
Look at certain members of the trans community where they got a sex change and they still fell in love with the opposite sex and they call themselves lesbians. I mean, all that to avoid the big huge thing of, well, I'm a lesbian. Really? Like, you had to chop off your dick. Now you're never going to be able to feel sexual pleasures down there ever again just because you didn't want to admit to yourself and to your family that you were gay. Or you weren't gay, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just so awkward. Like, why? I mean, that would be a straight relationship. Technically.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, and Peter, that Riley, Jay Dennis, like, he's supposedly going over to do some sort of FFS, some sort of facial surgery or whatever. But apparently he's still going to have his dick. So he's going to make himself in the face and everything look more like a female.
Oh, this should be interesting.
But he's still going to have a dick. And I'm like, dude, you're still a fucking man. You just like look more like a fucking beta man than you do anything else. You know, like that.
I've given up on Riley. Like, I've tried to be cool with him.
I don't get it. I mean, if you want to be a girl so bad, fucking be a girl, you know?
He's like, another one of those idiots that are like, they claim civil rights, but like when somebody tries to hit them up and, you know, ask actual questions and shit, what do? They just blow them out. They're like, fuck you, get away from me. It's like, fuck you too. Like, why the fuck should anybody ever give you a platform anyway? It's like, what the fuck?
It's just, it's like that. It's just so fucking. These people are just so fucking twisted. Like they contradict themselves, like within the same sentence usually.
Yeah.
It's just so. It's so weird. I mean, I've kind of just given up on trying to
understand.
or even watch like the videos of like Sargon and then like the anti ones or whatever, because like the arguments are always the fucking same. That's like, because like the trans and all the feminists, they never change their arguments. So the anti-SJWs, they really never change their arguments. It's just the same shit. You're watching the same material
over and over again.
Just over and over again. It's like,
so I don't watch these guys. I don't watch most of them because it's the same fucking topic every fucking day, dude. It's just
doesn't this shit get old? Like,
yeah. Like, why the fuck does anybody want to keep watching the same topic over and over again for like a year straight? Is beyond me. Like,
exactly. Like I'm a gamer and a gamer YouTuber, so I mean I can stream a game for what, a week or 2 weeks, maybe even a month if I wanted to, or have that gameplay on there and talk about the game. But then the one good thing about gaming is that I can switch fucking games and be on a completely different genre. I mean, it would be completely different everything.
Yeah.
But whereas these people, like, it's just like you're just hitting repeat. Like if you could go watch their old videos and it's the exact same videos that they're showing now, just maybe with better worded arguments, but the exact same fucking argument.
Yeah.
It was cool in the beginning, interesting, but I find very few of them that I could actually stand to watch because nobody's bringing anything new to the table.
I agree.
It's the same shit.
I agree. That's crazy to me. Well, just bought Melty Blood Actress Skin current code. Fucking love that game.
Did you hear Steam had, like, I don't know if they had to or they just did, but they refunded 423,000 or 300 and some thousand copies of Rust, and it cost them $4.3 million.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was quite, like, it's let me see if I can. Okay, paste. I think this is actually going to be, yeah, Steam refunds 329,970 copies of Rust, totaling $4.3 million. And I'm trying to,
I wonder what happened. Did Rust like go offline and they just decided not to come back? Because I know Keem was really trying to sell that game. Like, I guess he had a partnership with the guy.
I'm guessing people just like didn't like the fucking game because the way, I mean, I without trying to read the whole thing, and like since we're in the middle of a podcast, I'm not trying to like sit there and delve into a story, but the way it kind of looks is that people just like didn't like it and they just refunded it, but somehow it still holds a very positive rating on Steam, like among Steam players. So
that is literally probably all of Keem's community. That's why. Because I know Keem
possibly,
I know Keem plays the shit out of that game, and he has been fucking seriously like in that game's asshole for years. So
yeah, he's been pimping it out like crazy, like even trying to get it into the esports, and now it's actually going to be there, and like he's been doing it like everything he can. So to me, I think he's getting some sort of kickback on the pimping it out.
Oh, no doubt, because that's like anytime he live streams, that's what he's live streaming. Every time.
Yeah, to me it looks like garbage to me. Like it wouldn't. I mean, it might be fun with like friends and shit, but it wouldn't be something that I would see myself playing long term. It's not that I'm a graphics whore, just like that one. It just looks like a kind of a boring game.
Yeah.
Like I guess a PUBG that just lasts longer.
Yeah, but PUBG's actually good, so I mean.
Yeah, PUBG's kind of like.
I love the game.
It kind of. Well, it forces, from what I can see, I haven't played it, but it kind of forces you to kill each other, like to like get to the end and like be the sole survivor.
Yeah.
Whereas Rust, you're like there's not. To me, it doesn't seem like there's as many players or something, because it seems like you're capable of getting a lot of shit done, like building shit and all that stuff, and it's like to me, it's just like it takes a lot longer to get to the PUBG type area to where you're actually killing people.
Right.
And to me, that just I don't know, I don't think I could like play that game like what Keem does. I think PUBG is actually like a much better version of what I would want to play as far as those type of games.
It's, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, but the first time I played it was with Shane and Meme Chan, and I actually had a lot of fun. Like, that was actually probably the most fun I've had in one of those games since me and Shane used to play H1Z1. So I mean, to me, like, I can't really get into those games by myself that much, but if I was to play with somebody, I could play that shit for days.
Like, yeah. Holy shit, a wild wrong username appeared.
What is up, my people?
He's a level 3 Squirtle.
And since y'all are on Xbox, whenever that game comes out on Xbox, Shane, I've decided to go ahead and buy the game.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
So that way we can all play together.
Sounds good to me.
We have to troll people together. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so you guys don't even get the fact that we can all play Minecraft together. That's what we need. Make Minecraft great again, guys.
I don't think you ever get Rambo to play that one.
I have Minecraft on every device, and yeah, I'm not ever going to play
Rambo,
it.
you want to build a snowman?
A square snowman.
No, Rambo, you don't understand. The last time any of us played Minecraft was when me and Shane were just high as shit flying through the sky.
It was fun.
That was the last time. Yeah, it was a beautiful moment.
I wish I was... Make Brimstone high again. That's what we need to do.
He took me to the nethers as I was stoned. It was kind of fun.
We went to hell. It was great.
The best time in hell. Sounds like it.
Exactly.
So what's up, Wrong User's Name? How you been, man?
I've been good. Working and shit, you know. Just doing that. I switched to oil pens, though, instead of smoking weed. So now I feel like I don't have baby lungs anymore, and feel 10 times less productive than I already was. So I think it's a win-win.
Sounds right. Sounds right. There you go.
Exactly. I'm living the life. I'm getting paid to look pretty and jerk off.
That's what I'm talking about.
I I just had a 4-day weekend. I work 2 days, and then I have another 3-day weekend.
So Steam sales.
All paid too.
I know all of our PC gamers are in the audience. Steam sales, you guys, come on. There's got to be something you guys had to have bought, because I've been buying some shit left and right here for like $5 here, $3 there. I got Shadow.
I hate to disappoint you, but no.
I went out and got that player PUBG. I ended up picking that up. I got the premium service for Quake Live for $2. Again, I also bought it for Wraith. We were kind of no life in it the other day. It was fun. I picked up the Shadowrun Returns collection, which is like the entire Shadowrun. I guess it's a turn-based game, which I've played a lot of Necromancer and Civ 5 with, so I'm definitely no stranger to that. And I picked up just now Melty Blood, and I
hear that I hear Shadow of Mordor or not Shadow of Mordor, was it? It was the Game of the Year edition that was no, Shadow of Mordor. That
the Game of the Year edition right now is like $3.99. No, it's $3.99 right now.
Oh my god!
Yep, it's $3.99 on PlayStation 4 too.
That's always worth it. It's a really great fucking game.
Yep.
PlayStation
like
4
the Assassin's Creed 3 wasn't shit.
Which is kind of surprising. PlayStation 4 is actually having basically a Steam type sale. The summer sale, like on the PS4, it's called like the mid-year sale.
Yeah.
And they got some I own almost all the games that they're selling or whatever. So
naturally,
yeah. Tell you all the prices, but you have like God of War 3 for on the PS4 for $3.99.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just the middle of Shadow of Mordor, $3.99, the Game of the Year thing. It's just like there's some like really damn good deals, and I'm gonna be spending quite a bit, like getting all these smaller games and some games for my PS Vita.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about $3.99, $5.99 for games, and shit, I can't pass those up.
I'm
really thinking of picking up that City Skyline game too. I really like those city builders. I heard it was a really good game.
Definitely. I heard people saying it's really good on the Xbox One. But I still say that's the type of game that really needs to be played on with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot just came out, yeah? The Insane Trilogy?
It comes out Friday.
Next month? Oh my god, that's going to be fucking really amazing.
I can't wait, man.
Interesting.
I can't wait to see what platforms, if any, it's actually going to go to.
Exactly. I don't know. I like this to be a full reboot instead of just a remastering.
It is a reboot. Well, I mean, it's a complete, full remastering. It's not a reboot to retell the story.
It's
a reboot of the franchise, I think.
Because I feel like a reboot would be better. I know that this is just a remake, but I'd like for it to be a reboot so they have a chance to make more games.
Oh, kind of take it in a different direction?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool, too. I mean, I think that I'm just glad to be able to play Crash again, and actually with... obviously, I mean, the graphics on Crash aren't, mind-blowing anyway, but
yeah,
with updated graphics for Crash, that's just been one of my favorite PlayStation games from, early on, so I'm just so happy to be able to actually have it on my PS4 again.
Yeah, because that and Cupheads are the only two games that I'm actually realistically looking forward to for this year.
What was that?
Cuphead's fucking amazing.
I thought you were looking forward to that Hello Kitty fucking MMO that was being revamped.
Oh shit! Hold up, send me a link, fam.
No, Cuphead. I think I told you guys already. I got that shit on pre-order already. I already said fuck it. I made the leap. I don't really pre-order anything, so I had to. I was like, okay, I'm doing this.
I pre-ordered Scalebound when I still worked at GameStop, and that was a mistake.
Oh,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's oh my god.
I pre-ordered Crash. I mean, I have that one. I knew there was no chance of ever not wanting that game. So
yeah.
There's just so many people that are just either going to piss so many people off, or just, I mean, no matter what, it's going to piss people off. Mm-hmm. It's either going to piss off the hard-headed people that it's a PlayStation exclusive, or it's going to piss off the people that say it's coming to Xbox One and PC. It's going to piss one large amount of group of people off. So I'm just waiting to see like that backlash on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I don't know why these people are like I don't know. They're just like Crash has never really. I mean, I guess these first 3 games were exclusive, but like Crash itself, the IP has never really been a.
Well, no, it was Naughty
exclusive
Dog, and
title.
Naughty Dog has exclusive rights with PlayStation.
Do what?
Oh my god, you know what? I feel like they need to make a Jack trilogy remake as well.
Jack and Dexter?
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
those games are so fucking good.
All right, guys. Anything you're looking forward to? Like, is there going to be anything that's new coming up that I don't know about that you might be looking forward to? Because I know there's been some whispers of other titles coming up.
There's a PS Plus free games lineup for July. You guys talked about that?
No.
It's fucking amazing. Like,
they get Until Dawn, and I must admit, I'm kind of jelly.
Lego Pirates on the Xbox.
Until Dawn and Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Fuck Game of
Telltale.
Thrones. You guys get Until Dawn.
That's fucking. I already own it, but I mean, that's like those are fucking amazing games. For usually the month after E3 is usually like kind of like what Xbox did. You know, like just no titles nobody really even talks about. But PlayStation, like they've been on fire for the past few months or whatever. So I'm hoping they keep this trend up, but I just don't see it happening. But I'm just glad they actually are. Some people that have never played Until Dawn because they thought, oh, it's just going to be boring. It's going to be like a walking Telltale game.
To be fair, it kind of was, but at the same time, it shouldn't have released as straight up.
I don't think it was, man. I don't think it didn't give me.
I've always wanted to play it. I mean,
it was really
it's a fucking badass game, man. It's the one thing with Telltale wrong username is that like no matter what decision you make, you could literally just set your fucking controller down and let the timer run out on your decisions. And you're gonna end the game is gonna end the exact same way that even if you sit there and pressed all the buttons and all the different things.
Yeah.
Whereas Until Dawn, like if you have to make a choice, your choices actually affect who the fuck is with you at the end. There's so many different. There's the replayability in that game is so high because I mean you can win, you can come back with like 1 person alive, or 7 people alive, or 5 or 4. I mean, just depending on all the different choices you make, they all affect the outcome of the game.
Well, like, so it's easy to really platinum that game. That's what I'm looking at it for. Like, it's easy. It's a 2-run game. You do 1 run with all the choices, 1 without, because that's what I did for how I.
Yeah, I guess I mean if you have like a guide or whatever to know like what choices you need to make, then you could do it with a 2-run. But if you don't have that,
it came down to the everybody dies or everybody lives ending, and those are the 2 ones that give you your trophies. So it doesn't really need a choice with that. That's like getting to the nitty gritty though.
Right,
the Xbox thing though sucks.
You should play it at least 1 time, like without a guide, so that way you actually can see, or even 6 times without a guide, so that way you can see if you like on your own, if you can get everybody alive at the end, or what your choices actually affect. Because if you already know what your choices are affect by looking at a guide, you're kind of ruining the whole aspect of the game.
Yeah, no, I know how that is. Like I played the game blind and then saw that you can finish it in 2 runs and thought that was weird.
But yeah, Xboxes are kind of trash this month. I mean, I don't complain about them because to me, like, they're free. And I know the PC community likes to say they're not free, but technically they are, because like these things are just like something they give you in addition to, like, because the only thing you're paying for it is to play online, which is bullshit anyway. And these are kind of things that they could pull back at any point in time, and they would still charge you the same price to pay to play online, because these things aren't increasing the price of playing online. So to me, they are free, but they're free as a side thing of paying for some other bullshit.
Who cares about stable servers?
It's a bonus.
Give me some more Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a bonus. But I don't ever look at these games as like I should be getting an Until Dawn or a Game of Thrones type game every month, or even ever. I just look at them as like there's more games in my library, and whenever I decide to, or run out of ideas of what to play, hell, this game might actually open up my eyes to a whole new genre that I didn't even know existed, or I thought maybe had preconceived notions that I hated, and I end up liking it. And then maybe maybe it's an indie title that didn't do the genre that much good.
Yeah.
But at least it introduced me to it, and maybe the next time a big AAA comes out that is in part of that genre, instead of me just going, no, I don't like it, maybe I'm like, well, since I kind of like this last indie title, I might pick that up to see what it's like, So I see it as kind of more of a positive. I'll play anything, so at least try it. And we see
except Minecraft, right, Rambo?
I'm already 100% in Minecraft. I just haven't platinumed it because I just don't know if I can do 2 fucking runs at 100% through Minecraft because it's fucking boring. It's just like miserable. It's like a miserable fucking game.
He's like, I can't do this. Someone fucking get me a gun. I'm sick of this.
I don't know how anybody plays this fucking games like where they build these like worlds that take them 7 years. I'm like,
dude, Minecraft does have the very best achievements ever, and it's the very first one you get. It's called getting wood when you beat off a tree or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, we're talking about Minecraft again?
Shane likes to talk about Minecraft. I think he's gonna start streaming Minecraft so he can talk to little kids.
Oh yeah, that's good.
No, there's enough of those in my house. You guys and my wife are the only adults I get to talk to all day. So
I'm barely an adult, so you know.
I know the feeling with that one. So yeah, that might be the reason why Minecraft just doesn't appeal to me, because I know the people that would be commenting and everything else about everything I'm doing with Minecraft is like just more little kids. I'm like, I can't stand little fucking kids.
You should dig a hole there, Rambo.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Look at the speckles. That's coal.
Oh shit. So Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord is coming out.
I don't know about Mountain Blade 1.
Fuck, dude. You don't know about the epicness of being able to own slaves in Mountain Blade 1 and build up building up a small little shit town into a fucking superpower because you've dealt with all your business and trade and human trade and slaves there? Oh my god, dude.
I'm white and I live in Seattle. That's kind of impossible for me to do.
Mountain Blade. Oh my gosh, you guys don't even understand. Mountain Blade is the one game that you could pretty much get away with doing anything you could possibly fucking want. It is awesome. It is fucking great. Man, I can't believe none of you guys played that fucking game, man. All right.
Is it gonna get a release on just PC or consoles too?
I think Mountain Blade has a release on consoles. I thought they did.
If I had my PC, I'd look it up, but I'd definitely be interested in taking a look at it and see if it's on console.
He's like, owning slaves? Count me in.
I'm all about that shit, man.
So you build your
slaves? I've never.
So you build up your army based on a number of different things. So you defeat small regions or you defeat bandits. And if you don't want to kill the bandits, you use a club and you knock them the fuck out and you trap them. They will actually become part of whatever you want them to be. You can either turn them into soldiers and have them fight for you and make sure they stay loyal to you, or you could trade them into another city that actually supports slave trade and arena fights. That's right. That's
so
right.
You can fight your slaves too?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
This
Gotta teach them how to dodge a punch.
And you could have a massive army too. Like, it's like the war type it is you can either have it look like a little bit like Total War, or you could play it down in third and first person view like Chivalry. It's fucking fun, dude. It's a great game. You could create your own family crest, your own banner, your own war banner. Like, it's pretty fucking in depth. I'm surprised you haven't even heard of it.
Can my family crest be a burning cross?
I don't know, actually. You should try that.
I was gonna say, if it can, you have to be sold.
There might be something against that. I'm not really 100% sure. But...
You can have slaves, in all fairness, in the game, so maybe not.
This is true. Yeah,
it's
but
historically
a line that they draw there.
Can you whip your slaves?
Can you whip your slaves? Jesus Christ.
You know, can you crack the whip?
Like his,
become a cracker?
Become a cracker, he says.
And we've gone full circle.
That's right. I know the historical meaning behind the term cracker.
Yeah, saltines. Don't know how to use spices and shit. Fuck off.
You're stupid.
Fucking Riri.
Going.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Why is shit?
So, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PC, you guys. What do you guys think of it? I haven't.
Rock hard.
Rock hard?
Rock hard.
Like really hard? Or just like, you know?
Dude, I'm gonna have a heart attack with the lack of blood going to my heart and brain. Dude, I'm
like
so
that
looking
game,
forward to Infinite. Huh?
So do you like that game, I guess?
I love Marvel vs. Capcom.
It's probably like the only
good,
it's the only fucking good fighter they have right now. Street Fighter 5 went
so
down.
What do you think about the new Marvel vs. Capcom coming out?
Dude, I played the demo of it. It was pretty fun. I
did too.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
On the PS4?
I played on the Xbox.
Fucking smooth.
Oh, I was like, when you actually, because they had a demo on the PS4. I didn't know I didn't know they had it on the Xbox as well. 'Cause they said that the way they worded it, I guess it made it seem like it was only on the PS4.
Yeah, he was hoping. He was hoping.
No, I don't give a shit. I didn't.
Marvel runs better on Xbox, anyways. I don't want to be that guy, but it's the one thing Xbox does better for Marvel.
Marvel. Marvel runs better on Xbox.
Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom works better on Xbox 360. That's the best system for Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay, you do realize that we're talking about the Xbox One, right?
No, Xbox One version
he was
stable as well.
I mean,
he was talking.
The 360 is The 360 is better than the Xbox One.
It is. It is actually better than the Xbox One. I don't want to be shithead, but it feels more stable on the 360, but it's running better on the Xbox One as opposed to the PS4.
Fable is a good RPG, though, Jose. I'm not gonna lie. I actually enjoyed Fable, bro. I still need to play through the second and third, but I love the first one. That was like one of my favorite RPGs.
But more incest and dogs.
Fucking hell, dude.
Oh, that's fucking Fable.
Tomorrow I get my internet.
Nice. How are you speaking to us right now?
Through my phone.
Oh, I was gonna say this is the internet, my friend.
I found out today, though, because I got some sort of email saying that effective on July 6th, I guess they're gonna start charging me for overages, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I thought it was unlimited. I've always thought I've had unlimited because no matter how much I've ever used, I've never got any kind of overage charge. But apparently they've always had a 1 terabyte limit for usage. But like, I guess that since the last 2 or 3 months, I've gone over 1,250 gigabytes, or a little over 1.2 terabytes. That they're going to start charging $10 for every 50 gigabytes over 1 terabyte.
So
that's fucking disgusting.
Here you are paying what you thought was an infinite, and you're not getting infinite. That's dirty.
Comcast did the same thing to me before I moved.
Who?
Comcast. I had to double the price of my monthly bill just so I got True Unlimited.
They don't even have an option for True Unlimited. They said the FCC won't allow them.
That's bullshit.
They're full of shit.
They are so full of shit.
That's fucking odd. Like, that's fucking odd. That doesn't even make sense. So
the FCC's been pushing for them to push unlimited. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
And so now what I have to do is either choose because I stream TV, I stream movies, I basically, and I do digital downloads. Something my usage is always going to be over 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
Simply because that's like when the usage actually spiked up to over 1 terabyte is when I started streaming TV and everything. So my only other option is to open up a second account with my cable provider, and since my overages would have cost me like around $50 to $60, is get a second internet line in my house under a different name, so that way that we have two internet sources, so that way half the people in the house can connect to one and the other half connect to the other, so that way we're never going to get hit that 1 terabyte limit.
I hate to tell them this, but even having two isn't going to do shit. I go through, in this household, with everybody awake during the day, this household goes through almost 2 to 3 terabytes a month. Easy. Because we all run off of Netflix, we all run off of Hulu. I live stream, I download, they download. I mean,
I've never hit that though, and I mean, like, my whole entire family runs off of, like, the 5 people. They do the digital downloads, and then they all stream. Like my daughters stream Netflix like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
My son is constantly downloading games or streaming games.
Yeah.
And my wife is either playing games or streaming TV. And so we've never hit anything close to the 2 or 3 terabytes. So I mean, I'm getting around, like I said, we're getting around 1.2 to 1.5 terabytes per month.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, I mean, if I got another because that would be a whole nother terabyte limit, and I could just set up, like, the people that are on Wi-Fi, set up half of the people in the house to one Wi-Fi, location, and the other to the other Wi-Fi, so that way it splits the usage in half. And I mean, in theory, that it should lower it to around 750 gigabytes per side.
Yeah.
But can you get them to run 2 lines into your house?
Well, I mean, I know you can have 2 separate accounts with them, but that's going to be the tough part, of seeing if they can actually give me a separate internet on a.
You may have to pay for like a full installation.
Yeah, I would have to pay for the full installation. Yeah.
Which isn't cheap, though. I mean,
no, that's not cheap. But I mean, like, we're gonna switch from AT&T over to Sprint, because Sprint's the only one that actually has true unlimited. Because I was thinking, well, I could use my AT&T and just, for some people, like, let the hotspot be their connection to watch, because you don't really need like a whole lot of speed to watch Netflix. And I realized that the only way to get unlimited with AT&T is if you sign up for DirecTV. And I'm like, yeah. I don't want DirecTV, so that's not an option.
Huh.
Yeah, they merged into like one deal, didn't they?
Yeah, like you have all these plans that you can get with AT&T. Like, oh, I want unlimited. I was like, well, here's DirecTV. But I don't want to pay $50 a month for TV I'm not even going to fucking watch. I'm like, oh, that's the only way to get it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. I mean, that's like, you're pushing your other business just so that way you can. That's just, to me, that's wrong. So
yeah,
I'm switching back over to Sprint as soon as I can to. And I know Sprint doesn't have like the best of service, but they have pretty good service, and they actually are the only ones that actually have truly unlimited data.
So, Shane.
Sep.
Remember that free-to-play that Keyboard was talking about?
Last Man Standing?
So, do you remember what, fuck, shit, crazy, stupid things that those developers did? I mean, you might remember this little game. It was one of the most, I don't know, the most talked about in the sense of nobody should ever pay for anything of it, nobody should ever support it. And that was War Z. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, after they changed to Infested, and then they changed to that game's name to Romero's Aftermath, these guys are the ones that created that game. They're the ones that are doing Last Man Standing. So guess what game I'm not playing? Yeah.
I don't blame you, man. Fuck that.
The most controversial game on PC in forever was War Z, if anybody remembers this game. This came out like, oh god, like they're lying on the date right here. It says 2015. That's probably when they changed to Romero's Aftermath, but they actually came out in 2011, 2012. And they ripped off a lot of developers. They like ripped off the cover art from Left 4 Dead 2. They ripped off the cover art from Nether. They stole fucking all kinds of shit to get their game. I mean, Steam had to literally remove the game from library because it was so controversial. Even the developers didn't have a page anymore on the site. And I guess they ended up trying to sue all these users for calling them out on their shit. And I guess they just stopped talking to them altogether, and now they have Last Man Standing. Wow. Well, there goes.
Horrible.
I was considering it because like the way Grim was talking about it, he was like, "Yeah, it's not a bad game." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then I saw the developer, and I saw Romero's Aftermath. I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm not touching."
They should have changed their company name or the developing company name.
Well, they did. That's the funny part. They did.
They just got caught.
Stupid.
So what do you mean it was too controversial?
So they were ripping like cover art off from other games and sticking it on their game.
Ah.
And
that game was the reason I bought H1Z1.
There you go. They were ripping off people. So like, say you bought the game Rambo, and you wanted to get in and you wanted to play and you did really good and you carried a pretty good streak, they would ban your account because they would accuse you of hacking. And they did this to a lot of people that weren't hacking. There's people that were naturally good at FPSs, and to be honest, when I played that game, it was shit. It wasn't good. It was terrible. It was the shittiest game I have ever played. And these motherfuckers acted like it was the best thing since sliced bread. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What the fuck's wrong with people?
Hold up, did you guys already talk about this today or whatever? SGDQ's starting on the July 2nd.
Wait, what's going on?
SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, the speedrunning charity event.
No.
Oh, well, they're starting, because this is a yearly thing. I think they've been doing this for the past 7 years or whatever. They all put the money towards cancer, saving animals, PETA-related stuff, or, stuff like that.
Okay.
In the past, they were shown to be not truthful to their word about being a nonprofit, and we're trying to make a lot of money off of it, but there's no other alternative. But it is a really good event in general. You get to see speedruns of all your favorite games. They usually do a Super Metroid run that they're starting off on the 2nd with a one-handed Nier Automata Let's Play.
Oh, really?
But it's just a speed run, so this guy's going to speed through the game with one hand on the controller and just beat it in like 3 hours or whatever.
Damn.
It's a lot of cool stuff. It's a really great showcase of good gamers with amazing skill. If people do watch it, though, make sure you donate to organizations directly and not try to do it through SGDQ.
Right, because they have their stupid little founders fee or some stupid shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So they keep a portion of it to help run the events and stuff like that. But if you want to help the causes directly, you can definitely.
I really want to find a cause that I can link in a donation link in like a live stream or something and stream for that cause.
Fuck it. Prostate cancer. It's something that doesn't have a lot of funding.
Yeah, but something where it actually goes to that, foundation, not like some kind of scam.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh no, I definitely need to look up some charities.
And I think it's laughable. I think it's laughable to say the least that like they're like, this is a non-profit. I'm like, non-profit my ass. Where do you think these booths come from?
Why do you think it's getting bigger and bigger every fucking year? laying
Brim's
the
dungeon
concept of all you
girl's
guys
trying
as
to call for
CEOs.
help. Leave her alone, all right? I gave her help already. She's okay. I fed and watered her.
Yeah, she's got bread and water. Shut up, guys.
I changed her shackles. Jeez. You guys make me sound like I'm some heartless bastard or something.
Wait, who did what now?
They're calling Kiru my dungeon girl.
My daughter
I
was
mean, she
screaming,
does
and they
live in
assumed
the
that it was
basement.
Kira yelling
Let's
for
be
help.
fair, she does live in the basement, and she does not sleep over there. Uses devices. No, no.
You know, I was trying to keep things somewhat normal here. Thanks a lot for that, bro.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you want me to make things worse?
Go for it.
Chlamydia. That's all.
The dungeon girl's nothing compared to the flaming homosexual that's in his office.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he wants to fuck wrong username pretty badly.
In a shed.
Not gonna happen.
Are you sure it's not going to happen? Because I'm pretty sure it could happen if you were like, hey, buddy, I heard you like dick.
Wow. What's up? My name is Dick. Let's go.
So true, though. So true.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Is there any other topics to cover, or did you guys want to cut this out?
So much stuff's been going on, I haven't really paid attention to much news.
Yeah, I know. We have a lot of shit going on in our lives. It's like I haven't really been able to keep up with anything, really.
I was just thinking that too, and right before this started, I was like, "Going shit, man! Like, too much shit has been going on. Like, I can't only have a whole lot of topics to be bringing to like the typical Wednesday podcast, because usually this is like when we get everything out there, because there's so much shit has happened between Friday and Wednesday.
Yeah, I agree. There's so much shit that's
It's a big blowout.
Well, like between the three of us, like, Rambo's had some pretty big shit going on to the point where he's had to uplift his family. Shane ended up having to deal with some shit. Mainly his tire in his van blew out the other day.
Nothing compared to these guys.
And my girl's mom has some pretty bad issues. So it's just been like just this 1 week has been like shit. I was supposed to have a calming like weekend, and that didn't really work out that way.
I don't want to be that guy, but I smacked my forehead today being high as shit grabbing a milkshake, so I feel like my week's been the worst.
What the fuck?
I may have not been through that much shit this week, but even mine's worse than that, dude. I mean...
Well, what can I fucking do, dude? I get paid to be high as shit at work and not do anything, Like, there's not really much for me to do.
Oh yeah,
Like,
so the
4 days
federal,
off, I just stayed home.
I think the last big thing was, I guess, like the federal government's trying to find a way to circumvent the green light on weed in some states. Like they're trying to enforce federal laws regardless.
Yeah, supposedly on July 1st it becomes recreational in Nevada.
Fuck, man! I gotta move to different states. I just gotta keep. My wife gotta find.
There still are though. There still are benefits to having a medical card. I found out because the dispensary is right next to my wife's work, and the guy comes in there every now and then to get stuff to drink and stuff like that, and he talks to them when he comes in. So that's how I know it's going recreational. And he also said there are benefits to having a card is that you're not going to pay hardly as much taxes on the marijuana as people without a card. And if you have a card, you're going to go to the front of the line. You don't have to wait with all the people looking. What?
Shane, I've been trying to get a medical card for the longest time. You know how hard it is to get glaucoma?
Okay. I'll point you in the direction of a website. $49 and 10 minutes of your time, and you'll have a card.
Hell yeah.
How long does it last, though?
Get glasses. Glaucoma is kind of a for life type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know how long it lasts, but Christina has one, and it's $49. You don't even need an ID or anything.
Oh fuck! I am down.
They have a team of doctors ready to just give them out. Doctors that they know should be legal.
No, you're talking about Arizona and green cards. I don't think everybody here is on the same page.
Speaking of that, I dealt with that kind of stuff today. Some illegals that run a tire shop out here that if you don't know Spanish, they will sell you like a tore up tire for like $100. So my neighbor took me, and he's like, you know, he's not Mexican. I'll just put it that way.
He just knows Spanish?
No, he knows broken Spanish you would learn at McDonald's. So, anyways,
no.
Yeah, like I ended up getting a tire for like $30, but while I was there, at first it was like 75, and then 40, and then 50. I ended up paying $30. But if he didn't go with me, then I don't know what that shop would have done to me and what I would have walked away with.
You wouldn't have walked away with your car.
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because at first he tried to sell me a tire that was not the right size or even close to the right size, and he goes, "It's not that much difference, mijo." And I'm like, I don't even know what that means. And yes, it's a fucking huge difference. These numbers are this, and those numbers are way bigger than my numbers. So yes, it's a difference.
So did you at least get the right tire there, though?
Yeah, brand new. It's good to go.
Oh, good.
For $30.
Damn.
But if you're ever in the Arizona area, do not go to Sydney's Tires or Cindy's Tires unless you come with, like, equipped with some kind of Spanish.
Because they will fuck you.
The little Mexican cowboy tries to take advantage of you.
So while you're trying to get your car fixed, I just got my new car as well. Since the last time anybody's really heard from me.
Yeah.
2015 Silver Jetta. Volkswagen. Yeah.
You drive a Jetta? God, you're a fag.
Dude,
I always
16,000 miles.
I always knew you like dick. No.
Should we tell Jamie what kind of car he drives?
Oh my god. I've sucked plenty of dick in that type of car. I know exactly.
You can come pick him up. You guys go for a drive.
Fuck is that, dude?
Oh, I'm sure he would. See what I did there?
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying my car. It's pretty good. Now, name one person who has a silver card that has not sold any type of drugs. I'll wait.
I can't. I used to have a silver Kia. Yep.
I have a silver truck, and I've never sold a single drug in my life.
You're a fucking liar.
If you've purchased them, it counts, Prim.
I've technically have never purchased a drug either, so that it's always.
Have you ever had?
There is a difference, sir. Huh?
Have you ever had drugs in?
I can honestly say no because it's always been brought to me.
Oh my god.
See?
Nope. Nope. There was one time.
Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. I take that back. There was.
There you go. See?
But he didn't pay for it, so technically he's never bought a drug.
There you go. See?
Cool, and prostitution's technically not an actual thing because it's a donation.
It's a You're starting to sound like the drug dealer. I mean the dispensaries in Laughlin. We're not paying for the weed. You guys are just donating to keep the weed growing.
Exactly.
Dude, I swear, like, if this stuff does go recreational, oh my god. I got shit to do July 1st. Let's just put it that way.
I'm supposed to do shrooms.
I would have shit to do, but like it's never going to go recreational here in Oklahoma.
Well, why don't you leave that state and go somewhere that's fun?
We were actually kind of talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
That might
now,
actually
if you don't
happen.
mind spending money, move to Seattle.
I wouldn't live in Seattle, man. I'm not living on the West Coast because that's like where all the liberal cucks live. So.
If you live in Walla Walla, it's all Mexicans, and they hate everybody. So, just saying.
I would live like Colorado, like where I can go live in the mountains and be away from it for everybody. That would be better.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, Rambo, you think your internet sucks now? Go up to the mountains. That's where I'm from. It sucks there.
So
I would obviously live on the ground for my internet, and then just go up to the mountains like to sleep.
So wrong username drives a Jetta. It's a gay man. It's a gay man's car.
See?
Oh, that's like
No.
a female party.
See?
See?
Jamie's home!
I mean, he has technically had gay sex.
He's DTF.
No, I've decided that that is not my forte.
But you still drive a Jetta.
Hey man, it was a fucking steal. It was really fucking cheap.
Did you get it from your boyfriend?
Richard,
That was pretty good.
if you're ever in Arizona and need a nut, you know where to go.
No, thank you.
Don't worry, Richie. I'll give you directions.
I don't think me or your gay boyfriend would like that.
I think you would love it. I think you're like a closet gay guy. I think you'd like totally
his,
take the...
His gay boyfriend technically is asexual. He just doesn't know it yet.
No, he doesn't know that he just only likes penis.
No, he just only doesn't like anything sexual.
So do plants.
So do plants. It's a lie.
He might be a little more asexual than a plant. Just saying.
Oh no, he is a fruit.
He is definitely a fruit. Is it the kind of fruit that
furry.
So is it the kind of fruit that you've tried before?
No. No. You're bullying me.
Oh my god.
Tell my mom.
Well, from what you tell me, your mom's kind of hot, so she can spank me any day of the week.
So,
when was
does she believe in a firm spanking, or?
Wait.
Yes.
You could tell her I did a bunch of stuff wrong.
You've got to grab a switch.
So you're the one
No,
that
but-
you're the one that actually has that hot mom, right?
No, that's Rife.
He has a hot
Right,
aunt,
okay.
too.
No, he has a hot mom too, from what he's told me.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. You told me.
I look like my mom. I look like my mom.
Fucking scary.
He said his mom's got tattoos. I think tattoo chicks are hot, so that's good.
Okay,
My mom
Richie,
only
you and
has
your
2
mom's gonna
tattoos.
be here, we'll party.
You know, Richie, get your mom over here. We'll get Ryan's mom over here and his aunt. Man, that
Dibs
would be...
on the ant.
I'll let you know from personal experience. My mom has enough disappointment in her life. Look, I'm still living here.
We'll have a sexual harassment seminar.
I already have those every Friday at work.
Oh, I thought you met with your mom. I was like,
He's doing like 2 of his managers, so he's like the example in the sexual harassment seminar.
I'd be the first to get fired if anything gets out.
Are we talking about in case I get pregnant or what? Like, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, you can't run a train on the entire kitchen at work, Richie. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, it does work that way. Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
Yeah, I got my manager to suck my dick.
There you go.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody likes Ohio, so they'd probably suck anybody's dick to get out of there. I mean, just saying.
I mean,
What they'll do for a Greyhound ticket.
to get out of there.
That was for a Greyhound ticket, Jamie. That wasn't for just pleasure. What are you talking about, dude? Come on.
Pay him.
You may not have paid him in that way, but you know, I'm just saying. He got
The
somewhere
sperm
else.
bank.
The sperm bank.
I'd like to make a withdrawal.
ew.
He's all, y'all niggas are gay.
Oh, I don't. How would you like your semen back? Paper or plastic?
Paper or plastic?
Nah.
Does your mom have a tramp stamp, Richie? Peter wants to know.
I don't fucking know.
How do you not
That
know?
is a tattoo above her lower back, or above her ass on
I
her
don't
lower
pay
back.
attention to shit.
So you're gonna tell me you don't know if your mom's got a tramp stamp? I mean,
She's
No,
a diehard Target fan, so she's got the logo there, right?
Oh yeah.
oh, fuck.
It's not the first time I would have seen that.
At this moment, he now knows what Rife goes through.
No, we give it to Rife way worse.
Yo, do you guys want to go to my nipple stretching party?
Nipple scratch.
We've harassed Rice's aunt and mom on Facebook. We haven't done that to Richie, so.
No, you guys can find my Facebook, like the Smoke account.
Sorry, he picked up his
I do that
kazoo.
shit
Give him a
right
minute.
He's like sucking his fucking microphone's dick right now as he talks. So you guys.
Oh shit, me?
Yeah, you.
There you go.
There you go.
He finished his kazoo solo.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Round of applause, please.
So I'm kind of excited. Next month we're getting new phones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. What are you gonna get?
Cricket.
No, what are you gonna get? Like phones?
Samsung Galaxies.
If that's what they have to offer, like if they have really good deals on them.
Samsung J's.
But
I mean, unless Cricket is different out there for y'all than what it is here. It's like you walk in there and they like the phones they have on good deal is like the shit that your grandma would walk around with, because like the old like the knockoff like touchscreens or the flip phones.
Yeah.
And the phones you really want, they're like
Cricket's not like that, right, friend?
Like, well, they have like a credit deal. Like if you get approved, you can pay off your phone, kind of like normal like bigger companies have, which is good. But back like whenever I had them, they didn't have that. They had like if you wanted a Samsung Galaxy, like the newer phones, it was like, your phone bill is only going to be $40 a month, but if just that's only going to cost you $1,100. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, out here,
it might be better.
Out here,
it might be better out there for y'all.
Yeah, well, we're probably like where yours used to be. The ones out here are really good. Like they try to talk to you, let you know what's up. They try to let you know that, hey, we're not Sprint, we're not fucking Verizon, we're not T-Mobile, we're not gonna fuck you on a shitty network. Here you go.
My wife called them today, and it'd be about $160 to get started. But there's some Samsung phone.
That's cool. Because out here, I mean, like when I had Cricket service, like I had to drive to like certain portions of the city to be able to actually use my phone. Like there was a bunch of dead spots everywhere, so
it's still the AT&T network. Then they use extra 4G LTE towers that are around, so it shares those towers.
I think they're using, like here in Oklahoma, they're using, unless they've changed since I've used them last, but they were using like the old AT&T towers that AT&T didn't want anymore, and those were like very far and few between. So like you would go like a few miles with like really good service, and then all of a sudden it just dropped, and then you wouldn't get service back for another 3 or 4 miles, and all of a sudden bam, it's like you'd get service back. It really sucked, but
how long ago was that?
I hear people, maybe 5 years ago.
Oh, it's way different.
But I hear people. I've always heard people like on the like east and west of me, like they have Cricket and they all love it, and I'm like going, I don't know how, because like here in Oklahoma they don't have a good enough
coverage
area and shit like that for me to warrant going there. But I mean, if they do it there, then that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really based on a difference in area, because Cricket out here is amazing. Like they're literally.
Well, y'all are more populated, I think, than Oklahoma City is.
Probably. I mean, out here they truly they try to take care of you, and let me put it this way: the coverage is so good, right? I could be out in the middle of Golden Valley and talk to Val while she's down here at my house. Now, if I was with, say, T-Mobile or Sprint, I couldn't even get a fucking signal if I was on my way to Golden Valley, let alone Kingman. I couldn't talk to anybody.
Because Sprint and T-Mobile are good here.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on location, like who focuses on which area,
No, it's the other way around, Peter. T-Mobile moved to the Cricket's network. They're using the same bandwidth now. Sprint and Verizon are the only ones that are left on the what is it, the LTE or whatever the fuck.
CMDA.
Yeah, CMDA. Yeah, CMDA. Yeah, everybody else is GSM now, which is pretty much like, I guess, the standard throughout the world. I didn't know that, so.
I believe it's the Samsung Galaxy Amp 2. I just looked on their website, but it doesn't look like a bad phone.
No, it looks pretty good.
I said, T-Mobile, like the T-Mobile out here in Oklahoma is kind of like Cricket here. Like my wife had it when I first met her, and she lived kind of like like maybe 30 miles away from like the major highway that's like has a big coverage area. And she could only talk like in a certain corner of her house. Like she had to like talk to me in her closet because that's the only place that her phone got signal. So T-Mobile and Cricket here, like in Oklahoma, are the ones that, like the poor people have. They're like, yeah, they're like you might as well have the Obama phone. But like other places, it's really weird because like what you said, other places, East and West, T-Mobile and Cricket, they're all like, gee, I love T-Mobile, I love Cricket. I'm like, man, like what the hell is the difference? Because
well,
the experiences I've had has been terrible.
Well, T-Mobile just made their switch to the GSM, so I mean, they just recently did that. What, this past year, I think. So like, T-Mobile is trying to play catch up.
And I went in there. Yeah, they're 8 years behind the curve here in Mojave County. They said.
Yeah. T-Mobile's way behind. Sprint though, Sprint fell apart out here. Like they fucking just tanked, and they lost a lot of their consumers out here. Like they're trying to win everybody back with like these free high-end phone deals. They're like, oh, hey, you guys want to switch back? We'll give you your phones free. Like. I'm like, no. How about no?
Just use our service.
Because Sprint, from what I understand, along with Verizon, they're the most intrusive when it comes to trying to end your contracts with them. So even if you paid your phone off with them, like they will try their best to make your device unusable. Where if you just buy an unlocked phone and it's GSM capable, guess what? You could go to Cricket and get whatever phone you want. You don't even need to buy it from Cricket. You can just go to fucking Amazon, like what I did with me and Val's phones. We got the Sony Xperia XAs, and we got those on sale. They were like normal price, almost $300 a piece. I got them for like $120 something a piece. So I mean, best fucking decision was to go to Cricket because I don't need to be stuck with that that carrier's phone line. I could just go wherever I want and put my card in whatever phone I want that takes a SIM card and supports a GSM network. So.
Plus, it's an even better service if you like. I don't know if it's like a easy sell for it, but like if you are a console gamer, you can go to GameStops and you can also pay your phone bill there as well with Cricket.
Yeah. I still need to try their music service. I guess they did a deal with one of the music services that I talked to Shane about a long time ago with, and I'm on the fence about it, but I guess you can get it included on your phone bill. Just get your account set up and you can use it. And it's like Spotify, but they have even more songs than Spotify. So I'm really considering it.
Yeah. I remember that being part of the spiel for selling Cricket and shit. It's not an amazing service, but think of it like Google Play.
Is it like Google Play?
In a way.
I can't remember.
It's a little bit more open like SoundCloud, but
I can't remember the name of it. It's called what was it? It started with a T or some shit like that, right? It was
something weird. I can't remember the thing off of the contract.
Twizzler or Twits or some shit. I can't remember.
Dude, Oklahoma is all lit up with LTE coverage, Rambo. That's changed a bunch in 5 years. Your state is all green, which means it's all covered.
That's changed a lot then, because like for the most part, it was like the major highways, and then you'd see a couple of areas outside the highways on their map. And apparently they've gotten a lot better, or gotten a lot more popular to where they could actually grow their network a lot better.
Teaser? Was it Teaser? Or the Deezer?
Well, they partnered with WWE. That might have something to do with it, with the money that, they get.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Deezer.
Yeah.
DEE.
Yep, Deezer, yep. I wonder if they got their site fixed so we can start streaming into the PC. Because I know, like, when I was trying to get on this bitch, like, it was almost impossible. I think you have to actually pay for it first, and then you can start listening to it for free afterwards. Which is kind of weird. I've never seen a service do that before, but...
I think it's to add it to your contract in general, but they stopped trying to do that? I don't know.
Dude, Cricket even covers the Mojave Desert.
See, I wanted to try Deezer, but I don't know. Like, don't know. But anyways, I could tell that the show is getting a little stale. We're getting a little quiet because Jamie has yet to stroke off Richie in a live feed. That's what you wanted, though, right? Like, you want Jamie to just go to town on your dick, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, we need some
I don't think that was on my schedule.
We need some bowls, and we can make this happen.
You heard that, right? Beer and bowls?
No.
We confirmed a long time ago that we could get Richie so fucked up that he wouldn't care.
Oh, yeah. I remember that conversation. He was like, you know what, Bren? Bren, if I were gay, I'd totally fuck you. I'm like, bruh.
No.
And he was like, what was it? I think he was on shrooms. And what the hell did you take? It was like a ton of shit that you took. And,
LSD.
And he was like telling us, like, man, if I had to choose between you and Jamie, I was like, damn, dude, what the fuck?
I don't remember this conversation.
That's because you were fucking high as shit. You had like this liquid shit that you were asking us about, and
tincture?
I don't know. It was like some black shit, and you're like, do you think this is safe? I'm like, no. You're like, sweet, I'm gonna take it in.
Looking shit.
Yeah, you took that shit, and then you had shrooms, and you were fucking lit in this call. And you were like going on about how if you had to choose between dudes, like you no lie you would go for me, and that's what yeah, JB came in. He's all, also you are gay, and you're like, I can't take this anymore.
I don't remember any of that.
It's okay.
So now the question is, Bren, would you fuck Richie?
I don't know. Richie, do you have an ass?
I poop from there.
You need to ask if his mom has an ass.
Richie, does your mom have an ass?
I'm not going to answer your questions.
Is it a badunka dunk?
Oh,
yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna. I guess it's pretty safe to say we could end the show. We're coming up on the hour, almost 2 hour mark. And can you guys believe it? Even after he managed to change the tire in that hot ass weather today, he still managed to bang out his wife and get her pregnant.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm the jack of all trades.
Even getting fucked in the shed.